How breakups affect mental health. So my story with this is me and my ex. I moved in with her back in October of 2024, and she had a boyfriend at the time, and they were living together with her and her sister. So it's just three of them all living together, right? And when I moved in with her, I was going through it with my mom, and at the time I didn't have nowhere else to stay, so I ended up going with her. Me and her would talk here and there. She would be like, "Oh, I don't like my boyfriend because of X and other reasons." But whatever. I moved in with her. Things were still there, like the feelings were still there. Her and her boyfriend weren't really, you know, good together. They were like at the end of their relationship, basically. And with me, she wanted to be with me, right? She wanted to be with me. We were gonna get together. Basically, I was gonna probably like replace her boyfriend, basically. And I really like this girl. She's my type. She's shorter than me. I'm a short dude, but girls that are shorter than me are just my type, or like a little bit taller than me but skinny, or thick Latina girls. Um, yeah. I didn't like the situation I was in. Like some people will say like, oh, just sleep with her, oh, get with her, oh, whatever, but me, I was just like, I watched this video from Hamza Hamid called Reject Degeneracy, Embrace God, basically being like, don't be these people who like, don't be a long story, it's like, don't be a fuck boy, don't like go around and just find a wife, basically. And I just remember like she would tell me all these things and like basically trying to like get me to sleep with her, basically, which I was down with, but it was just like, I met her boyfriend, I liked the dude, I'm like, we worked together, I'm pretty chill with him, he's a pretty cool guy. It was just the situation, I just like, it's kind of a masculine thing to take another guy's girl away from them, right? It's like a masculine urge. It's like, I'm not really too sure how to explain it, but it is like a masculine urge. But with me, you could say I'm a fucking pussy for this, but I didn't find that too interesting. It went against my morals. I didn't want to be this guy who just like took this dude's girl, even though they both like accepted it was the end of their relationship and they kind of both didn't want to be together and stuff. I didn't really like that. I didn't like that situation. I didn't like how it like made me feel. It's just like it felt wrong, like deep down in my soul. Like I could have went with it. I could have been like, oh, I need to get some pussy. I haven't got pussy in years, and that's true. But still, I was just like, pussy ain't all that, bro. So like, if I'm gonna have sex with someone, share my soul with them. I want it to be with somebody I love. I always find myself saying, if I'm ever gonna have sex with anybody, it's gonna be in a relationship, right? A lot of people out there will just have sex with people without being in a relationship, just going out there being degenerates and, sinning. And I'm not saying I'm not a sinner, we're all sinners, right? But with me, I just couldn't like go through with it. And I I hate how I ended the situation and how I ended things with her, because I ended up reconnecting. No. I ended up getting a job, my new job, basically where her boyfriend works, but like different times and stuff. But I just remember just being so like I didn't want that, like I want, if I could be with her, I would love to be with her, but I don't know, it's just like that situation was just not it, man. Right now, it's like I I built up this connection with her, right? Really good connection. I was planting seeds like, oh yeah, once her and her boyfriend finally like break up and stuff, me and her would be something, right? Basically how I set it up. Then, literally like that week after I said that to her, I went up to her sister and basically tried to get with her. And instead of like handling the rejection and be like, oh, I'm sorry, I know I probably shouldn't have like said this to you or whatever, she never spoke to me again. And I realized, what the fuck am I doing, bro? Like, Yeah, okay. You could be a fuckboy, you could be degenerate, whatever, do whatever the fuck you want with your life, but I was trying to be a degenerate even though I don't want to be a degenerate because in my head I thought that was a good idea. I thought I saw someone like fucking on the roof right there, but it's just a fan. So we haven't talked in a very long time, and just yesterday I was just really thinking about her. I was like, man, even though I probably wouldn't marry her or I probably wouldn't like stay with her for the long term unless we like work together to become better people, it still hurts, man, because I really like this girl and we were together at one point, but I always mess it up, or I always mess it up somehow. And even though this might be the last time we're gonna like ever be together, it still sucks, you know. And for me, how I tend to cope with these things is to accept the past and just move on. Because if you don't, you'll just stay in a negative headspace. And when this first all went down and she stopped talking to me and stuff, I sent her a big ass message. I was just like, I was really like insecure, I guess you could say. I sent her this message and she just left me on red. It was like this big old you know how whenever, I don't know if you can relate to this, but when you send a girl like a freaking big, like two big old paragraphs of messages and she just leaves you on red. I've done that a lot, man, and that's not a fucking cool thing to do. It makes you feel like a bitch, honestly. But yeah, that situation right there was just like, made me realize, like, yeah, you still got a lot to work on. You got the mindset, you don't got the body. You got the goals, but you haven't achieved them. Get back to work is what I was really saying to myself these last couple months when all this went down. And her sister, I actually work with her too, right? And that's how I like asked her out and shit. But I just like, I'm able to talk to her boyfriend or her ex. Now they're not even together anymore. That's why I'm making this video, because I found out they weren't together and we could have been together. But do I really want to be in that situation too, you know? But I just like, ever since her sister started like not looking at me and stopped ignoring me, I just never like talked to her again. And just like, I'd be social all day, I'd be like good, I'd be talking to everybody, I'd be like really like outgoing, and I see her, I'm just like, why do I mess up, bro? Like her little sister, honestly, I known her for quite a while, and I could have had her as like my little sis, bro. I'd never had a little sis, so I could have been like, you know, I accepted the past. I'm moving on because I don't want to be in this bad negative headspace, you know. And I found a bigger purpose, and that leads on to the next thing I'm gonna talk about. You need to find a bigger purpose in life. With me, I found that I want to make my mom's life as good as it can be before she dies. And I know that sounds crazy to say, but my mom has a lot of like health problems with her, and it like saddens me to like say this out loud, but I feel like she might die the next like 10 years or 15 years or so. And just thinking about that like brings tears to my eyes right now, man. And I don't really know how to feel about it. I feel like, yeah, this is my purpose, making her life as like comfortable as possible, even though it's like 15 years time. But like I'm always thinking 10 years ahead because I'm gonna become successful in my 20s, right? And it's just like, what the fuck, man? But now that's my purpose. That's my purpose now. I find myself, since I have, like, I'm actually realizing, okay, this is my purpose. Make sure my mom's okay, you know? I tend to be more social, more just like outgoing, more calm, more relaxed in like situations where there's females and stuff. Like, I'm like coping right now where I can like, I don't get girls. Like, I'm gonna say this out loud, I don't get girls, bro. And it kind of sucks, you know, like it sucks, you know, being a 80% of all males out there. But all I know is I need to just keep working on my body, keep working on my mental health, because honestly, I have a pretty like attractive face. It's not too bad. I still need to like looks max a little more, especially with my face and stuff, and get a new haircut. And it's you know, it's growing, the fade's going away. My physique is not too bad. It needs a lot of work. I've been like slacking ever since I got sick like 3 months ago, and I haven't really been weight training. I've been exercising like cardio. I run like a mile like I would say like 3 maybe 4 miles per week, and that's really good. It helps me with my cardiovascular health and stuff like that. But it's still like not enough. Like I look in the mirror, I look like I'm on a bulk right now. I'm trying to get more mass. I'm trying to be bigger. I'm not trying to be victim weight and stuff. But when you're bulking but not weight training, it's like, bro, what is he doing? Yeah, my job is kind of physically demanding at times, and a lot of like every day is kind of physically demanding because I'm an unloader at Walmart. But knowing that I could look better than I am right now really pisses me off, bro. Because I'm like, bro, what is you doing? You could be like fucking six pack. You could have like I have a good upper chest. It's pretty fucking small if you ask me. Like I'm almost there, bro. If I just like grind it for the next 6 months, I would literally have like a decent looking physique, and I keep on going for years and years and years. All I know is if I just never give up on weight training and exercising and stuff, I'll look good, you know? And that's really it, man. You always gotta just like look on the bright side of things. Tell that like that inner self in you, like it's gonna be okay, man. Like you got this. You got this. You got this, because life fucking sucks, man. And yeah, it'd be great to have a big booty Latina or fucking just someone to love you and just having love in your life. I don't know. We have a lot to improve on. Do the hard work, especially when you don't feel like it, and never give up and push past your limits.